Round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
I have an idea.
Brett, come on man, I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know guys, I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait, do you smell that?
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. TheRockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
I have an idea.
Brett, come on man, I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys, I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait, do you smell that?
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo! Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be AztecSafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
I have an idea.
Come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo! Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge. the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
A very pleasant good day, curling fans, and welcome to the Martensville Curling Club. It's the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2, brought to you live on Curling Stadium. We have this matchup here between Team McDonald with Jacques Gauthier skipping and Team Yamaguchi. Now, Team Gauthier is at 1-2 right now. You see them here throwing the yellow stones. It is Yamaguchi with the red stones. Yamaguchi has the hammer here on end number 1. Thank you for joining us here on Curling Stadium. My name is Dave Schmel. Kaylee is our producer, and we're happy to have you here with us this morning. Just based on the gameplay, I am correct. It is Team McDonald with hammer. So we'll flip that over in our graphic in just a moment. Sorry about that. Here is Cameron Olfson. Now, Team Yamaguchi comes in at 2-1 right here. There are 5 teams in their pool tied up at 2-1. So this is likely a must-win for Team McDonald, sitting at 1-2. Bevy of guards up front. Let's see what Gauthier chooses to do. Gauthier, normally the third on this team. They do have a substitute. It is Jason Ginter, who generally plays with Evan Van Amsterdam, throwing the third stones. And is Elias Humanicki, who is handling the vice skip duties. This one gets a little tap and just gonna nibble the rings in the full 12. Would expect Yamaguchi to draw through that port on the right side as we're looking. Or he could throw this double. Settles back in the draw. That was certainly my first instinct. This one's going to wick off the guard, so both teams not really dialed in on the weight right now. Is the first draw of the day. Might be, obviously they scraped this morning, but maybe there's just a scudge of frost there. Takes out that stone, so Yamaguchi is going to come back. Throwing the third rocks here. Our cameras are still waiting for their first cup of coffee this morning. So, Yamaguchi, Tsuyoshi. Ooh, misses the double. That over curled, and that's going to be a big opportunity for Gauthier. Got to throw a little tap on this stone. That's here on the outturn side. This is the substitute, Jason Ginter. Here, back 4, back 8 call for the weight. Trying to bring it up to curl. That's good contact. A nice raise right to the left eyeball. Great shot by Jason Ginter. So now if you're Yamaguchi, little tough. None of yours are really going to rattle in there too well. You can play the right red that's near the house onto the next one and get rid of one of the yellows. There's a chance that your stones start to spill in towards the button. More likely it's just going to sit right there. You could also come directly at this stone through the port. There is a port there. Obviously, it's not the stone you want to be throwing in the first end, but it's the situation that you're in. You see, they are playing four-handed today. They played three-handed yesterday. Karuizawa was sitting out. So here's the last from Yamaguchi. Just past the guard. They make the red. They spill their own in. So that's not bad at all. They lie second and third. And the Team McDonald stone is exposed at the moment. So Gauthier thinking he's going to draw through the path here. Has to look at what is possible for Team Yamaguchi, though. So here's Ginter. Street and curl must think it's pretty close. Is it going to get through the port? Yes, it does all day. And how deep? It comes right to the back of the button. I would think that leaves a double takeout there. Also, at the same time, you could follow that down, and I don't know what you do about it. I think that's what they're going to do. You follow this down, it's going to be really, really tough to be removed. You see Yamaguchi taking another look at the angles, but decides not to throw up an objection. So Yamaguchi with his first. Trying that long carve method. Now just the regular. This does need to come over a little bit. I think that's probably good enough. Lye's second shot, 2 and 3. Sorry. Yeah, second shot, 1 and 3 belongs to Team McDonald. But no really easy way to remove that red. So Gauthier is just going to come on down and try to get an angle on it. His first. Now just trying to work it over on the curl side. They're through the hole. And can they get down to that inside edge? They do, but I don't think they got far enough for it to get over the top of the back yellow, which is really what you wanted. You see Yamaguchi thinking the wide draw on the in turn might be able to get there, and with the way the rocks have been curling thus far, I think he might be right. Now keep in mind it's the opening end, and we really haven't seen anything this direction yet. Expecting a lot of curl. You see the broom all the way out at the edge of the 12-foot. It's on the way. It's past the guard. Now it has to get there. Make that turn and get all the way down. Just a little too wide. So it's still shot stone for Gauthier and Team McDonald. Oh boy. Just see what Gauthier referenced there. He is looking at raising that, his yellow, which is above the H and U in Churchill, onto the yellow in the rings, doubling off the two Yamaguchi stones and making 4. It just might be there. Big chance you catch one on the way in the back. And it would only be 3, but I don't see. Well, of course, does run the risk of giving up a steal and possibly a multiple point steal. So they're going to try to throw the draw in here. So here's Gauthier with the final stone of the opening end. He's basically throwing the spinner here. You look at that rotation. Spinning like a top. You need to get past the guard. They do. Does it have enough weight left? It doesn't. It'll be a single point for Team McDonald. Yamaguchi has a hammer when we return after this on Curling Stadium.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
And welcome back to Martensville. It's the Grand Slam of Curling, Canadian Open Tier 2. It was a single point in the first end for Team McDonald. They lead by 1-0, and Yamaguchi has the hammer here in end number 2. Thanks again so much for joining us here on Curling Stadium. I'm Dave Schmel. I'm joined by my producer, Rachel Jakes. And on the cameras is Kaylee. A bit of a overcurl on that center guard. They really would have liked to have been on the right-hand side, fighting the center line. Got to work hard to get around this one. They got it. They make the takeout, no problem. And we're trading hits right now. Now, since we're trading hits, I feel like it's germane to the conversation to bring up the fact that only one blank per team per game is allowed. And also, there are no extra ends in round robin play. A tie after 8 would be decided by a skip rock. Draw by Team Yamaguchi. This needs to settle down. So, Humaneki coming way around the outside, and he makes that shot.
You need new material.
I got to do it once a day, Sean. And now, here I am. Thank you for joining us, the one and only, the Sultan of the Sheets, the Prince of Pebble, Sean Joyce.
I had asked you to spend time going through the draw to figure out who had 3 points a game and who had 2. And it sounds like instead of that, you spent time trying to figure out different things to call me.
I have a list already made. That's there. That one had to come up just a skosh later. So the opening end was a little bit back and forth. Both teams had a bit of a challenge finding the right weight. And then once all the shrapnel was up, well, we ended up with 1. You're all caught up.
I'm caught up, and I might be ahead of you on some other things because, now let's see if I can find it again. I did do some checking last night, actually. And see, I'm used to using the curling zone page, but there is a way to get to the standings directly through the Grand Slams website. And when you do that, they have the point standings on there. They weren't up to date yet last night when I looked. So let's just see if I can find it this morning.
So of note, today, Team Yamaguchi is playing with all 4.
Yeah, I had a game with them earlier where they only had 3 players. And in an event like this, like, it's one thing when, it's a Regina event, for instance, for me, and a Saskatoon team has 3 players there on Friday. That 4th player might get there. That's a little bit longer commute here for for the Yamaguchi team. So you have to figure he was here all along. Maybe a little under the weather.
I understand he played the first game.
Okay.
That is a beautiful hit and roll executed right there by Yamaguchi. It's going to make Gauthier play the straight run here.
Yeah,
Jason Ginter, the sub. Go ahead, Sean.
Knows he'll get it even if it clips the one at the back. But if he crosses the yellow just a hair, the red, there is a possibility of jamming that one at the very back. Sliver high side is best. Ooh, that's close to jam.
Was that strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, grape?
Well, it's whatever kind Yamaguchi doesn't like, because Gauthier doesn't like, because it worked out well for Yamaguchi. The only thing now is he doesn't want to flop back under the center guard, because then the raise is a double. Even if with a nose hit, there's a slash double. He doesn't have a ton of room to roll to the outside because he can't hit it too thin and risk jamming it on the red himself. But if he rolls even just to the broom, that's probably the best. Doesn't have to bury it because the one at the back's open anyway, so they're going to have an open hit.
So on the way from Yamaguchi Tsuyoshi.
Oh, he's going to try to roll under. The scary thing about that is you force him to play the run, and if he makes it, he's probably killing both of them. I mean, it's unlikely he's going to miss both of them altogether. Yeah, I don't think I would have played the roll that way.
Trying to walk it over. They have contact assured. Oh, but they do miss both of them, Shawnee.
He actually does, yeah. Well, but it still becomes a problem of where do you put the next one? Like, you could try the draw around the corner again, but there's a chance you'll line up a triple if you do that. You go the other side, there's not going to be a triple. He's playing the double in the middle anyway.
Yeah, Yamaguchi, I think, just brought that very point up, Sean. Obviously, the dynamic Yamaguchi, the longtime skip of this team, now Yamaguchi taking over those duties, but all four of these players have played together for quite some time. Certainly a level of mutual respect. Kind of what we have, Sean.
Just needs a good enough piece of the rings to outcount that yellow on the outside.
This has to turn. That's, is the triple there?
Yeah, well, it might be. And it might be worth taking a go at it because you'd have to be awfully unlucky. I mean, you could hit that first red and drive it between the two at the back. But if you catch the one that was just thrown thin enough, it's coming back towards the other one. I mean, there's a chance.
Well, Gauthier is lining it up. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, I mean, the trick to this one, he won't be light. You've got to come thin off the second one, come kind of across the face on the third one, because you have to have a way to get the first stone, the object stone, the raised stone, has to go as well. I mean, it's
tough.
You can try this a lot of times and be awful close to making it. What'll happen is the third stone, the one you hit first, will actually stay in the rings.
So Gauthier going for the triple. Catches it really thin and just jams it right there.
Yeah, it might not have been there for him, because that is where he needed to hit it. Like, you look at where he hit the third rock, like that was where you needed to hit it to go.
Let's take another look real quick before the draw. May not have the replay available, no problem.
Yeah. Oh,
here it comes.
Here we go. Like, he hit it fairly thin. He could have gotten away with maybe just a hair thicker. You start hitting it too much thicker, now you catch the second one thinner, and you'd have dead jammed on the one at the back. But you probably have room to be just a hair thicker, and then he carries more weight through on the raised stone.
So Yanagisawa Riku with the final stone of the second end. Just needs to touch a bit of the 8-foot. Has backing. Might need it. That looks just fine. And it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 for Team Yamaguchi. They take the lead. McDonald has a hammer when we come back from Martensville after this.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
And we're back in Martensville. It's the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2 on Curling Stadium. Thank you so much for joining us. Arigato gozaimasu. We are very happy to have you here with us. Dave Schmel, Sean Joyce, and Rachel Jakes on the production. Honored to have you here with us. And it was a big score, 3 for Yamaguchi in the second, Sean.
Yeah, very patient. Same thing that we saw last night, ignoring some stones, trying to get one established around the corner. And once he got the first one, it kind of got a couple of bonuses after that. One missed run back where you'd expect, certainly with the weight that Jacques throws, and as often as they throw those, you expect them to make contact with one of the stones anyway. Well, actually, you could go the one before that where they dead jammed it, made the run back, but then jammed it on a stone at the back. It's just 3 shots in a row, really. Gauthier didn't get, well, if there weren't 2 kinds of luck, he wouldn't have had any. Let's put it that way.
So here's lead Cam Olveson. The heater is in operation in the ice shed here in Martensville. offset corners here in the wing.
Yeah, that's a bit of an unusual offset on the corner. Usually you see them staggered more the other way.
Well, unconventional setups usually mean we end up with an unconventional end, so should be interesting. We see the stones from Yamaguchi are both in the house. Expecting a high guard here.
I can tell you I did pull up that page from the Grand Slam website with the point standings. So just one team on the men's side, the Ramsfeld team, has 9 points. Looks to be that there are already 7 teams with 6 points. So, and one of those being Yamaguchi. So for McDonald, the McDonald team sitting at 3 points right now, they have to win this game outright to even potentially put themselves into a tiebreaker situation. They can't look to the extra end or the
skipper
extra draw shot.
So Humaneki pretty close to making it. He makes that double peel.
And then conversely, on the other side, just based on where all the other teams are, there's nobody at 4 or 5 points with one game left to go. So with Ramsfeld at 9, 7 other teams at 6 points, if Yamaguchi picks up even a single point here, so he could lose in a shootout, and he would still have enough points to guarantee himself a spot in the playoffs.
So you're saying we haven't had a single shootout yet?
There have been some, because I saw somebody but it's 2 teams that are down near the bottom. I see somebody at 2 points, somebody at 1 point. No, hang on, that's on the other side. Yeah, no, just on the women's. I don't see any shootout results. Everybody's got it as score divisible by 3 here. So, yeah, on the men's side, it looks like there hasn't been any shootouts yet.
That seems unlikely.
Well, when you get into a situation where you don't want to put all your eggs in that shootout basket, maybe these guys have all played to try to resolve the game in 8.
I know there was a lot of discussion about moving to the shootout and the pluses and minuses, and just some proof in the pudding just by what we're seeing here. Not really coming into play, maybe stimulating more action. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be. That guard's better placed. It's hard to go after the tight one now. I mean, you can get it, but this is more of a finesse shot now.
Yeah. So many folks were saying, moving to the shootout is going to cheapen the game, so to speak. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet, Sean.
I don't mind it. I take the other approach. Like, there used to be tiebreaker games played in the Briar and the Scotties. The Slams have done it some, but tiebreaker games are a scheduling nightmare. However, I think I want to be careful how I phrase this. I prefer them as a way to break ties rather than using the cumulative last stone draw score. I'm of the opinion that's not even part of the game. So why are we determining our playoff teams based on that? So by doing this type of a system, you're going to have fewer ties. And the other side of it is also, if you're not going to play games to break ties after the round robin, then why do you need to break ties in the round robin anyway? So I like this system, especially when they're using the 3-point scoring system for the games. It reduces the possibility of the probability of ties at the end of the round robin portion.
And if it does, it makes it like 1 tie.
Yeah, and the fewer games the fewer playoff positions that you have determined by that cumulative last stone draw, in my opinion, the better. It does also mean you've got it in your own hands. I mean, if you need to win outright, You just have to play 6, 7, and 8 a little different. You can't afford to go into the shootout because you need the extra point. Well, at least that's in your own control. Run back made here. That was the shot. They just couldn't buy one of those last end. They jammed one, missed the next one, and had nothing left but a triple for the last one, and didn't make that either.
And Jason Ginter is just trying to screw me up intentionally, Sean.
That's not hard.
Thank you, sir. Because he has the white jersey on today. Whereas it was Olofsson wearing the odd-colored jersey yesterday.
Ah, okay. I haven't. This is my first time seeing these guys this weekend.
And I had assumed yesterday that, a lot of times when the spare comes in or a sub, they're going to end up with the odd jersey. Well, I end up being the rostered player with the odd jersey, and that screwed me up. And, of course, Connor was laughing at me, but it's Connor's fault.
They're still in the same realm, at least. The game yesterday we did with 2 women's teams that both had black jackets with royal blue trim. That's where I start to think, okay, it's time for home and away jerseys with all these colors.
Just think of the marketing possibilities. Then he could have the alternate jersey. On the run back, they make it, they stick it, halfway undercover.
Yeah, that's still pretty good, though. They've got last rock here. It's hard to make a play on that and stay. Well, if you roll out, even if you roll to the outside, and they're going to play the run. So Jacques Gauthier probably already sitting back there thinking about where are we going to draw, because he knows his next shot is a draw to try to pick up the deuce here.
So here's Karuizawa. And he runs it right on by.
Well, the scary thing now, and you can see Jacques kind of, he's tapping where he's thinking about going, but he's eyeing up the other yellow. It's like, where do we not leave a double off that? You got to come a little deeper than you'd probably like to here, just so you don't leave an easy angle for the double. And if you slide a little bit too deep, there's a chance Karuizawa just comes down to it, plays the freeze. Just full 8 buried at the top probably leaves a double. You're going to want to bite the 4-foot here, I think, behind the guard. Just bite the top of the 4. He's still likely going to try the double, but it makes it really thin.
So Gauthier with his first in the third.
This is not going to be deep enough.
Oops, pardon me.
Well, Now this
So you
gets
take the
interesting.
double on, yeah, right.
Leaves the double and probably forces the blank.
So Yanagasawa looking to double these off the middle. Bang, bang, away they go. So will it be the blank end? Final stone of the third. Well, you usually don't stick around with this kind of weight, and you won't. The blank goes in the books. Team McDonald with Jacques Gauthier will have the hammer when we come back.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. TheRockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
And welcome back to Martensville. It was a blank end by Team McDonald in end number 3. It's the fourth end of action. McDonald still has the hammer. And Sean, that was the one blank that McDonald gets to use.
Yeah, now, down 2, it seems unlikely that he's going to have another chance, although I guess if you got forced into a blank situation here under traditional rules, you'd probably still blank the fourth end. It's still early enough in the game, you wouldn't just automatically take your one, but he would have to here. Now it's the even end, and a lot of these teams, even in traditional rules, are going to play a little bit more aggressively to try and score in the even end. If he could get his deuce here, he's back to even with hammer in the even ends. That's a pretty good position. They are going to play the split corners. And again, like I said, he probably would have played a little bit more aggressively to try to score here anyway, but definitely doesn't want to let this end get away to where there might be a forced blank now means he's forced to take one. So Yamaguchi now will call for the center guard, and then Gochi has to make a decision how he wants to address the middle. He's going to have to deal with these rocks in the middle, but you run into issues with, especially with the men's game, how well these teams can remove stones. So if you just start playing a triple, like you could play the run, try to get all of them, you might see Yamaguchi start peeling your corner guards. And it's pretty well lined up. It's hard to do anything but play the run, though.
Yeah.
If he'd left you a piece, if he'd left you a piece, you might have played the chase and tried to push it back, but like they've got that guard is absolutely dead lined up to the stone on the top of the 8-foot. Just trying the run, and I think important here to try to keep the shooter in play somewhere too. Hits 2. Leaves the shooter maybe tighter to the center line than he would have liked.
I'm pretty sure the last event that we saw Yamamoto curl in, he was wearing a Dodgers hat the whole time. But regardless of what hat, he threw that one pretty well.
Yeah, they got that a nice stagger. That's that Christmas tree we talked about. It's hard for Gauthier to play either one on the nose. But he'd like to get some rocks in the ring. So rather than play the run back this time, he's got the hit and roll. Might.
Just passed.
You'd almost have to see the replay to see that, but I think Gauthier gave up. I think you take a look as the camera view switches, and they made a decision early. Like you've got to, when he's tight on this, you got to decide: are we still playing the shot, or are we going to try to take the guard? They called the brush on. They're going to try to get it by, but watch Gauthier's head come up well before the guard. He thought it was on the guard.
Oh, big sweep by Ginter to get it past.
Yeah, that's funny.
Glad we could amuse you, my friend.
Well, it's one of those ones where, because I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, I should have called them off earlier. We should have hit it thicker, because he was thinking, we just rubbed the guard, and they get by. So.
Looking for this one to curl over a little bit. Now the roll, probably take the big roll now. Didn't commit to that quick enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if the little spin helped them or not. I mean, it might have, actually, because now I don't know if you could see enough of the inside to play the double. The hit and roll in front still good. That's a trying to hear him, but there's just too many voices out there. It's if you could make the double, you're going to stick dead buried, but it's really thin for the double. The hit and roll right on top is still a really good shot.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is. Yeah, probably forces Yamaguchi to come right in, too. I mean, if he's dead in line with it, he might just straight guard it. But there's two rocks that could be run into that. The center guard could come straight back, or the one on the left as we look at the overhead, because it's all queued up on that angle. So he's got two ways that he could run and sit too. So a straight guard probably not helping you. Even with this, you'd love to move it enough to break up the freeze, but you don't want to move it so much that the red's not shot rock anymore. So you're playing with a very precise amount of weight here.
They're gonna get a tap here.
Oh, that's really good. Like left the red-yellow angle to go past, which is what you're looking for. Still left his red as shot rock.
So you see Gauthier thinking of coming down to shot stone.
Yeah,
that seems tough.
I don't love that. Just looking at the angle run in. I mean, it's tough, but everything's on the right angle for him coming from this side. The only other shot I see, and I don't love it either, is you'd have to play a heavy draw, come down, just sliver the edge of your own stone, try to move it back to the freeze position, and then you're playing it like a split. So get your shooter over into the edge of the 8-foot somewhere at the back of the 12, just so there's no in-off, and you're still hoping for some kind of double opportunity later if you're going to bring that stone into play. It's all so tough. This is the best result. It's just, there's a lot of distance between those on an angle. There's two options, though, too. Like, you could put this onto the red and at least break the angle that's there. Might even catch the second red doing that. Or if he misses the red, he's putting the yellow onto the shot stone.
Ginter on the angle raise. Olsen trying to carve it in. It's got to be close. Contact to the top one. Oh, they just catch theirs in the way by. But it will still make the redstone leave the rings.
Yeah, that's still good. I mean, he had some leeway onto how he could hit that and get a good result. He's got two yellows in there. The one at the top of the 8-foot is buried. The redstone back button now is exposed.
So do you like drawing in, guarding, run double?
Guard's tough because he's got another same type of run back on the other side. He's even got the straight back, unless you overlap the guards.
It seemed like the corner freeze there.
Well, that still leaves him that angle running from the corner. Don't know if he'll play it on his first one. He might.
When you do that, and assuming it's made, then
this guard would leave you guarding the third three.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, exactly.
Whew.
There is a strong case to be made for that. Hit the stone at the back of the 4-foot, just hit and roll and sit two.
That seems the most risk-free.
Well,
Honestly, the options.
It limits the potential damage as well.
This is a great shot if you make it and the next guy misses. So here's Yanagisawa Riku. Line's pretty good, just a little bit light.
Well, just needs to curl, though. If he doesn't overlap the yellow, he's going to leave a double.
Oh, boy.
Line was good if he'd had the weight to get to the corner freeze, but by leaving that little bit short, he didn't get enough time to curl. And I mean, you can see it. It's nose hits, getting them both. Now, that might leave a triple in return, but, Coachy can't really worry about that. He's got to make this double. And I mean, you might, with big weight, you might be able to hit it just a sliver low. With the weight he can throw, if he hits it just a sliver low, he might roll far enough to not leave the angle for the triple. But if you ever miss that stone in the forefoot, you might not get another chance.
So Gauthier throwing nice and easy. Ginter picks it up pretty much right out of his hand. This is over curling already. Is he even going to get a piece of the one in the back? No, it won't.
Well, he takes away any option that Yamaguchi might have had to go after the stone at the back of the button. He does protect against that. They know the angle run-in's coming, so you can't just throw the straight guard. You make the same freeze again, it's still a shot for 3.
Can you get all the way down to it, like they're suggesting?
And
maybe if you get down to it, you're kind of queued up against that yellow catcher.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, that I'm not sure about. Like, if you're just frozen right to the face of it, I think he can blast it and it goes over the top of it. Even if it touches it, it probably still goes. If you could get slightly to the inside, which is tough because, that rock's slightly buried on the yellow at front. There's only less than 3 feet between them. Or if you moved it back an inch just so the red and yellow were dead even.
I mean, I imagine that if you could say you're going to make his shot without question, you can get rid of the one there. That would be the angle raise and roll to the perfect spot, but I don't want to throw that against a potential 4.
No. Well, if he had to, he could play the double raise too. The yellow center guard straight back onto the one in the 8-foot, onto the one in the button.
Correct.
So you can't take all the raises away.
So it's going to be the draw. Big shot here. Yanagisawa. With their team's final stone of the 4th. This needs a turn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's heavy too. Yep. Okay, so it's 3rd rock in the back there. 4th rock, rather.
Yeah, but he just needs to hit the one that, he rubbed it. It's a little bit more undercover, but it's still, 7/8 or more exposed. And a hit and stay anywhere in the 8-foot is for 3.
On a study of how quickly an end can turn, it'll be Jacques Gauthier trying to get 3. Final stone of the 4th. On the curl side. looks like it's going to track in enough. Will it? Will it? It will. And that's 1, 2, 3 for Team McDonald. They have a 4-3 lead. After 4, we'll be back on Curling Stadium.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
And welcome back to Martensville. It's a 4-3 score, and Team Yamaguchi has hammer here in the 5th. So we were talking some in the break that, now that Team McDonald has the lead, they can't blank anymore, Sean.
No, they can't. Now, it's not under their control just yet, but I mean, if they can get a force here, they would be in a situation where, tied up with the hammer, you'd hate to get forced to a single, but you don't have the option to blank. This is interesting. Yamaguchi not playing a corner guard here, so he's playing this like traditional curling where you're trying to keep the blank alive, so to speak. Play the come round. If he gets the chance to blank, he'd love to have hammer in the even ends. And again, it's getting late enough in the game that in a tight game, you might not ever want to blank again. But as you get tight, coming down to the last few ends in these games, and especially if you've already used your blank, and for Gauthier, the McDonald team being skipped today by Gauthier, also has to factor in that they have to win in 8. They can't go to the shootout. They go to the shootout, they're eliminated from possibly making the playoffs.
As we get deeper in this tournament, scenarios start to get more and more interesting for sure.
Yeah, and just because the format's a little different than what they're used to, they're going to have to think. You go to a normal bonspiel where you've played the same format over and over and over again, all the scenarios are kind of automatic to you. You've gone through them all enough times that you know what you have to do and when you're going to do it, so to speak. It's a little different here in that they haven't done this a lot with this playoff format, and it's just whether you win or lose the game isn't all there is to it here. You can't win in that shootout for Gauthier. He comes into this game with 3 points. You need 3 just to get into that potential tie situation. He can't go to a shootout. It's not just about winning the game. He's got to win it in 8.
And as we commented earlier on the men's side, we have not seen a team go to the shootout yet.
Yeah, technically, mathematically, nobody's even guaranteed. So if I totaled them up, I said there was at least 7 teams with 6 points. That's where it was sitting when I looked last night. The standings weren't up to date. So as I count them up now, there are 8 teams at 6 points, and Ramsfell's got 9. Ramsfell on the ice right now. Well, to be guaranteed an outright playoff berth, he still needs 1 more point. And he's playing against Lucas Klima. And Klima's sitting at 6. So, that's a meaningful game for both teams over there, trying to secure spots in the playoffs.
And right now that game is tied up. Taking a look over on the women's side, it's 5-1 in favor of Bueno. And McMillan and Skurlik are tied up at 2.
Well, you brought up the women's side, so when I get a chance, I'll go through the standings there too. Just got to get by the guard. This is still... No, this is the 6 stone. He's okay ticking that off the line.
Does a nice job of coming onto the rings, too.
Yeah, double might be there. That last little spin when it came a little deeper. It's flat, but it might be there.
He's going to give it a look-see. Asking the question.
He wasn't really asking a question. What I heard was I don't think he can go off over the top playing normal. So what they're looking at is you make a run at the double, even if you just hit and roll over to it. If you hit the first one too thick, there's no chance you're going over the top. And if you hit it too thick, you're not going to roll out either.
So Humaneki.
This is a real thick half. Close to 2/3.
Comes over, makes contact.
Yeah, it sits 2, though. That's important.
There's enough air there that they can roll back to its center here pretty well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They've got a shot to roll back to the middle, but they have to deal with this stone in the 12-foot. Doesn't have to make the double right now, but he's got to get the yellows closer together. If he could roll in front of that one at the back 4-foot.
So, Yamamoto to Kero.
There's room to roll past it and be undercover, too. Just a couple of ways this can work out really good for them.
Ends up settling the back 4, back 8.
Yeah, but it's buried. I mean, I don't see a blank coming, and that's fine for Yamaguchi, but this is a fairly risk-free end for him to play now. The guard's off the center. The rocks in the house right now are behind the tee line. Even if this one comes in front of the tee line, it's not going to be on the button. So he knows he's going to have a shot to score here. He's got one biter hanging around already. He's got a stone at the back of the 8-foot that they're not going to be able to get rid of on this one. Like, there's some shrapnel piling up to where he might have the opportunity here to pick up a big end. And that is probably better for Yamaguchi because, and you saw the call, I did no hesitation. They're trying to hit the back one first, come straight across, hit the back end of the other yellow and kick it out. Now, he'll still have the problem that all his rocks are going to be the one little biting her out on the wings, and his other 2 are going to be behind the tee line. But, again, risk-free. He's always going to have a shot to score because the button's always going to be open, and this Could be a lot of red rocks around after this. Well, he might be too thick on the first one. This could be bad. Oh, he still nudged it. I thought he might get under it a piece.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Puts it in front of the yellow, but it's better than it could have been. I thought he was going to end up just a corner in behind it and almost leave the yellow frozen in a pocket. Yeah, that's what I like. I think if you're Gauthier, you're freezing the pocket now. It basically, I mean, you might not be shot rock if you get right to the pocket, but it eliminates those two yellow or the two reds around the outside, the one at the back of the 8 foot and the one on the 12. Because if you're frozen, if he tries to blast it out, he's going to jam on the one at the back 8. Problem with the hit, it's hard to roll far enough away to not leave the double back. So playing the freeze, and I think what they've decided, rather than get right to the pocket, they want to stay mostly in front of the red, which would give them shot rock. Probably, if anything, just offset a little bit towards the pocket, though. I don't think you want to be offset to the outside.
So what do you think of that? I mean, it's a little...
Well, it's a little short, but I mean, yeah. The line is perfect. Like, what? Yamaguchi and Karuizawa looking at trying to take it out off the red. Well, that doesn't go. Like, any kind of smash on there, all you're going to do is kill two reds, and there's a chance you're leaving two yellows behind. Can't get to the side of it that he'd need to try to pick it. I guess you could try to run the guard back and pick it, but it's a lot of risk. The problem that stone has created, and yes, he's still got shot rock right now at the back of the button, but as I was talking earlier about he can play this end risk-free because he knows he's always got the button to score. Well, he doesn't have all the button anymore.
Right.
And if you try to run this back and you kill that stone off the button, you still don't have all the button, and now it's yellow that's shot rock. So it's not quite as, the whole end's not as risk-free anymore.
See, they've called their timeout, one of their timeouts. Both teams are afforded 2 timeouts in this format. Also playing on the clock, 30 minutes of thinking time each.
What does Gauthier do if you just peel the guard? He can't guard both of them. If he guards the one on the 4 foot, you can get to the one at the side of the 4 to pick it out.
Looks like they gave some thought to the wide in turn.
Yeah, you could probably get there with a freeze yourself. That might be worth thinking about. You're giving up on those other 2 red stones, but I think they're gone now anyway.
Yeah. Seems like a very sensible option to me.
Well, it doesn't take away the fact that Gautier's got this rock to just tap up a foot. That's the scary part of it. But I don't know what you can do about this one. I don't like the out turn draw.
If you get the in turn there, like right where they just tapped the broom by the right eye, right? Then that raise might have a lot of room to chisel off the rock you just throw and kick out.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to throw it with any kind of weight. He's just going to try to tap it up a foot, foot and a half, just to tap to frozen. So there's still going to be the pocket back there. I don't think you can take that away unless, like, if you got tight enough by the guard, you could maybe come just underneath the one that was just thrown. Forget about getting to the pocket, but yeah, he's still going to try it. I don't know what this call is. Is he guarding?
No.
Nope. He's going to try to pick it clean. I think. Because I don't see anything else good coming from this. And you pick it clean, he's still going to have the same freeze again. Probably try to pick it and touch the yellow. Maybe even stuff the yellow, get rid of the red at the back because it's not helping you.
So, Yamaguchi's last. Trying to walk it over. They're going to get a piece. Yellow grab the other one, freeze it onto their own.
I'm not sure why they were trying so hard to make that curl.
Yeah, I don't think that helps too much.
Thinner was better.
So Gauthier just looking to hit and roll in front.
Perfect roll's probably dead in front of the yellow. You don't want to over-roll it at all because then I think Yamaguchi's kind of way out of jail now would be to freeze into that and wiggle the yellow over a little bit. Even if you stayed at the center line side of the yellow ever so slightly, Yamaguchi doesn't have much.
It finishes not enough, though. Did that leave something for Yamaguchi and Yanagisawa?
Well, if they can get to the stones at the back of the forefoot, which, you know, might at very least open up some room, the red one's the only one leaving. Can you roll to a good spot? I don't know. I don't know if there is a good spot to roll to. Looks like where he put the broom down originally, they're just going to try to wiggle a little bit. So if you don't think you can roll to a good spot, maybe try to stay in front of the yellow. Just reposition it enough so that you're shot rock at least. You're going to move the back one, but the front one's not going to move a ton. The yellow one on the tee line.
So here's Yanagisawa. Yamamoto on the curl.
He's not by the one at the top of the forefoot yet.
Hmm.
Well, it's interesting. That actually helped him because now he could
Yes.
come off the yellow for the double.
Don't think that was a straight call, but
No, it was not.
is there any benefit to just picking off the red in the back?
Yeah, there is. I mean, that's a bit of a tight port, too. Still going to have a shot for 2, but it won't be for any more than 2. And it's possible that second yellow, when you play the double on the yellows, it could stuff absolutely dead on the one that's just outside the 4-foot. Then that stone at the top of the 4-foot
wouldn't count.
Still be third. It wouldn't count. Yeah.
Looks like they're just maybe gonna throw another one in. Oh, okay, there you go.
They talked about the guard. It's hard to take everything away. It's possible. Because, I mean, if you're just a sliver too far, so if you're covering too much of the one that you just threw or that just rolled over there, you leave a port where you could try to pick that yellow out. If you over curl, he's still going to have the double. But if you can make it, yeah, there's not going to be a lot left.
So last from Gauthier. Looking for the perfect guard here.
It's going to over curl.
It's over curls. It's going to leave a shot for a few.
Yeah, he can't throw it with big weight, but I mean, you can get there, and it's probably just for 2, especially with quiet weight, because it's going to jam on that yellow that's just outside the 4-foot, and it would need to spin a little bit to bring that one at the top of the 4 or put it onto the scoreboard. And I just don't think you can do that with quiet weight, but you can definitely make the shot for 2. You only have to move the second one a couple of inches, so you could throw this with back line if you wanted to.
I'd say this is probably like 11 weight with this broom.
It is really thin on the first one.
Final stone of the 5th then. Yanagasawa Rico trying to make a score of 2, possibly 3. Needs to catch this top one really thin. Trying to push it over. Needs to take the curl. And it won't. It is too far outside.
I think that's a steal. I think the yellow
they're
is
going to look at it closely now.
That's a hard house to tell because the change of colors through the artwork kind of distorts get that optical illusion, but
got a tight shot.
Yeah, it's all the Yamaguchi team looking, and that usually means they're trying to decide, are we going to give them one or is it a steal, or do we measure it?
I think it might be yellow, but it's very close. Looks like they're going to swing a stick on it. So you see Homaneki with the measuring device. And we see nothing. Is indeed a steal of one. Team McDonald has a 2-stone lead as we go to 6. We'll be back after this.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Both already done.
Welcome back to Martensville. It's a Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open Tier 2 here on Curling Stadium. Steal 1 for Team McDonald, skipped by Jacques Gauthier this weekend. It is Team Yamaguchi with the hammer in the pivotal 6N. Dave Schmel and Sean Joyce here with you. Rachel Jakes handling the production. A lot of stuff went on that last end, buddy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff went on, and not able to get to that inside for the last one because he still had a shot for 2. And I'm just looking around here. So both women's games already finished. So as we look at our clock, as we start here, 8+ and 10+ minutes, but 3 ends left. So they're getting a little tight for time. And then I double checked really quickly on the other men's game. They're still in the 5th end.
Wow.
Well, I might have the wrong drop on the women's because they do look like they're still out there. Yeah, some of my scores are slow updating, so I'm having to check the live feeds to...
All it happens with age.
I've got a couple of the games that online, like the other men's game, the score online is still showing after the 2nd. Well, you know they're farther along than that. So when I check the live feed, they're in the 5th. And one of the women's games is still showing after the 3rd. So at any rate, we've got a tight game here going down to the last 3 ends. McDonald team needs to win in 8. And the clocks are going to be a little bit of a factor here, I think. We're getting tight for time. You'd like to have ideally 4 minutes an end. And, you know, they do if we only had 2 ends left, but we've got 3.
Right, and the ends generally don't get easier.
And I think under the format, they're not going to get easier because, as we mentioned, Gauthier can't just play this for an extra end like he would in a normal game. He's got to play to win this in 8. So that thinking, the stuff you would normally be thinking, it's not all automatic. You have to, the scenario, the rules, the format changes it. Like it's, if you know what I mean, like so much of that, because you've been through those scenarios 100 times, it doesn't take that long to think through what you have to do. Now this is a different scenario.
Now, Gauthier has both of their timeouts. One timeout has been used by Team Yamaguchi. They are the shorter of the 2 teams on time with about 8:10 left right now. Once very close to the guard, they just squeak it by. Make contact and stuff it. Can they roll their shooter all the way under? No. After you heard the two options there, Sean.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind the third one when they saw that too. You could just hit the top one and try to roll in between the two of them.
So board weight. They do come on over to their own.
Yeah. Well, interestingly, he's looking at the draw first. The problem that I saw with that shot in the first place, I think he's going to play the run. Probably not even looking at the run double. You play the hit and roll over to guard your own, and you're going to clip one of those yellows on the way by.
That is the indication. And now the throw from Yamamoto.
Going to over curl with the head in mind. And doesn't remove the raised stone from the rings, although it's well enough over there that it's not likely to be a factor. I mean, other than it might get the force, but we're at that point in the game where Yamaguchi might take one here, even if the end's not shaping up well.
Just because of the format and going with the even end deal.
And yeah, well, it's the even end deal, plus add one little factor to it. Gochi can't blank the seventh.
Right.
So if you know you're absolutely guaranteed if you score here, you're either going to have the lead because you stole a bunch, or you're going to have last rock again in the eighth. So you're playing whole hog for your two here, and if you happen to get stuck with one, well, it's not the end of the world. Yeah.
They throw the corner freeze as ordered. Jason Ginter. For the weight call, top four. And that comes right down to it.
Yeah, they would have liked it a little closer to the nose, so they wouldn't have left it on that angle so to get to the shot stone, but hard to get everything. And by moving it that far, Yamaguchi has a chance to get to the freeze on shot stone directly. It's almost not buried. He could make a play on it, but the problem with that, you play on it now, well, you hit that yellow-red combination, the red goes. That yellow's actually protecting the red. So you're trying to pile up a few angles here, and then both teams will be jockeying for position to try something. You know, the first time somebody's off by a couple of inches, that's when you'll see something get moved in with a little more pace. Does not want to touch the red one.
Goes right past the yellow now.
Well, if it doesn't go past it, it at most it just clips it. And if both of those go, the red's wide open.
Yeah, the way you're going to hit it, if you make a play on it, it's going to drag a little bit, but timeout called. That's their first.
Yeah, I think if you don't hit it now, you're going to see Yamaguchi make some kind of play on those two stones just to break up the freeze that's there.
Again, we're still playing the sixth end here, and time might end up being a factor. So they went through the menu. What are you ordering?
Well, I still like killing that red one. I mean, even if it moves your yellow's not in a great spot where it is right now. The only good thing about where that yellow is if they play the red-yellow combination, and they wouldn't necessarily play it on the next one, you can't get anything covered off that. You're going to leave the red stones are all going to sit open. So they are going to play this. Even if it touches that stone, even if it kills that stone, I don't see that yellow stone helping you a ton. You'd hate to actually move it over. You know, if you moved it over just 4 inches, then they could play some kind of run, kill the yellow, and spin something in behind cover. So if it's going to touch it, you're better off to lose it than to just move it over a couple of inches.
So coming out of the timeout here, it's Gauthier. They do kick out the yellow a little bit.
Yeah, that's really good, though, because look at where the two yellows lined up. So now if Yamaguchi ever does get something buried, the two yellows are lined up to the button. Anything buried is going to be in that path. And if it ever comes down to it, if he gets the chance, he might be able to just play the double tap to the button. Now, I don't know. I can't imagine him playing that when the red's open. He could. You know, if you were ever to roll out on this, he could decide to double tap to the button. I don't think he would, but. So anyway, it creates a problem here for Yamaguchi in that, well, you roll behind the red one. The red one's wide open. That leaves a double. You roll to the button. There might still be a double, or he could just play the yellows to jam onto it. Like, Not sure where's the best place to roll with this. Maybe well over to the side of the forefoot on the other side. Needs the big roll, I think. Didn't get it.
Yeah, it does look like the gun is, well, you get it either way right now.
Looks like he's going to try the over-the-top double on the reds. It's the safest one to make sure that he'd have to flirt with the guard to hit enough of it on the nose to make the double. I mean, nose hit double is the best result because it blocks the forefoot a bit as well, but he doesn't really need to take that much risk right now. If he gives up 2, it's not the end of the world. And this double can be made for sure across the face. There's not a lot of distance between them.
So last from Gauthier.
Whoa, right out of his hand was not a good sign.
Over the top. Oh, no. But you said it's not the end of the world, so we'll find out in a second.
No, it's not the end of the world, but it is going to drastically affect how he plays the 7th end because he can't blanket.
Final stone of the end.
He's full 8-foot out of this to get the second. He's well short.
It's only going to be a single point. McDonald has the hammer up 1 and 7. When we come back to Martensville, you're watching the Grand Slam on Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
And welcome back. It was a single point for Yamaguchi in the 6th end. McDonald is up 1 with the hammer, playing here in the 7th end. Just, that's really rough being late in that last draw.
Yeah, I mean, it's never good to come up short on a draw for 2. You're never happy about it, but it again, in this format with where we're at in this particular game, makes a huge difference as we play this 7th end, because Gauthier already blanked an end earlier in the game. He doesn't have the option to blank another one. If he blanked another one, he would lose the hammer in the 8th. So if you're tied up playing this 7th end and it'd come down to a spot where he's got to take one or a chance to blank the end, and he's got to decide between taking one or giving up one and keeping the hammer, that's the only way you can keep the hammer is to give up a steal. You know, it forces a difficult decision. Well, now it's less of a decision for Gauthier because he'll take 2 up coming home all day and take his chances that he can hold you to a single. It still gives him the option to play a little bit aggressively here and try to get his deuce. If he ever gets 2 here, he's really in the driver's seat. And he can't blank, so he's going to have to try to score here anyway. He's already got it set up for, as I said, last one of those risk-free ends, because the first guard was so long. The second guard, I mean, technically you could use a rock in the 12-foot as a guard, but you could also hit that at any time too.
And they loop a second one in.
Freeze attempt here, and then you'll likely see Gauthier make an attempt on one of the two reds that's already there if the freeze is locked on perfectly. And I don't think he'll try to get the long one. I think you can chase the one in the rings, probably from either turn, pass it by everything, keep your shooter in the ring somewhere where you might have an angle in later. Might have got just enough curl that it's hard to get the double, but as long as he moves the second one. If you could hit them right in the middle, you could make the double easy enough, but hard to imagine getting there with that kind of weight. So Jacques was showing him where he had to hit it to make the double. He said he just doesn't see it, and I tend to agree. I mean, you can get to the middle of the two stones, the crotch we like to call it, with like a hack weight, but then you might not get either one of them out.
Yeah, you definitely have to make sure one of them goes.
You'd like to make sure one goes, and even if they just pop the other one out so that it's not working as a second guard. Yeah, didn't pop it far enough, but left the yellow-red so that they can get rid of it in the next one. This freeze really needs to be made now. If you make the freeze now, they get rid of the yellow-red at the top. You can just guard for your life, but if you don't make it on this one, he makes that yellow-red, and then the one guard that's out there by itself isn't protecting much. All it could really guard would be a tighter guard. This is a long ways out.
So Gauthier ignoring the stone just thrown.
Yeah, and that shows you which one's the more important one. It's the overlap on those two that's actually more of a problem right now. He's going to get rid of the tight red, and good awareness from the hack in, asking where are they trying to roll. You don't want to roll directly in front of that red. You'd create another problem. So he's looking for kind of the big roll here. Roll over to the edge of the 12-foot somewhere. Now you might have to play the freeze from the other turn. You're flirting with disaster if you're Yamaguchi right now, because you kind of have to ignore all those yellow ones that are around the outside, and you leave a team like this a chance to blast some stones out, and all those little biters around the outside could end up on the scoreboard. But I don't see he's got much choice right now.
So Yamaguchi with his first in the 7th.
That's gone. I don't think there's any way they hold the line to get by the one in the 12-foot. You might not get by the long guard.
And they don't. Not nearly enough weight either.
Well, and to add to the list of problems from that last stone, I don't think he can make the freeze anymore either. It's in the way.
They picked that one out.
Yeah, I don't think you can make the freeze anymore. So they're trying to tap that one back that was just thrown. This looks like a lot of ice, or not enough ice. Or they're throwing a lot of weight. I don't think you want to kill it. I think you want to put it just behind the tee line. Need to get as tight by that yellow at the top 12 foot as they can. They'd like to leave the possibility of a jam somewhere. Not going to be tight to it at all. And probably tap that back farther than they would have liked to. Playing the peel now just so that they have a clear shot to hit the yellow in the 12 foot. That's your easiest way to get that red one out. Could have tried it with like hack weight right now. They talked about it.
So things aren't looking good for Team Yamaguchi here.
Yeah, playing to move it now because I don't think you can get there with straight freeze weight anymore. The one on the corner is kind of in the way the draws curl over, but you could maybe make it with that same type of weight they just threw.
They're going to get there, push it through. Shot rock for now.
I'm seeing slash double on the reds. Now, all the yellows will be, the primary bunch of yellows are behind the tee line, so he's going to get one chance to freeze his way out of this if you make this double, but you don't make it or you leave it in a way that he might be able to smash it out somehow. There's a lot of yellow sitting around the outside.
Once again, we're playing the seventh end. It is McDonald with hammer with a 5-4 lead. You see the time there in the back. They have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Well, I'm not sure he set that one enough. If he misses the red, it's going to go on to all the yellows at the back. You know, he's got a little bit of an in-out motion with that out turn, and he knows it. So he puts the broom down. Like if you throw just a straight through throw where he puts the broom, he's already too tight. So he's expecting that one to back up, and it didn't look like he put his normal set on that one. Still a problem for Karuizawa throwing the final stones here is you can't leave a double. You can't guard because he's still got some kind of run. If you're going to come in, you almost have to come into the 4 foot. And where do you come in the 4 foot that it doesn't leave a double? So they're thinking you get to where they're tapping the ice. If he plays the slash on the red, it's going to go into the other yellow. And they're right, as long as This is pinpoint precision that you need to have. You slide 3 inches too far and the double's still there.
So here's Karuizawa.
3 inches short, it goes over the top, so.
Looking to make the perfect draw here. Both men on it for the weight.
Yeah, he was short last end with this same stone too. And I mean well short last end, and this is short again.
Only out counts one of the yellows.
Looks like he's thinking of trying to pick it. Which is fine. You can get 2 that way. You can get close to the nose. You probably jam it on the back one. That's for 2. The slash is still for possibly 4. There's a chance your shooter's taking your own off the edge of the 12-foot if you make it. But I mean, 3 would end the game.
So Jacques Gauthier.
Don't think there's any way you could jam this in a way to give up 2. So you even if you miss it, you're tied up with coming home. But if you make it, this could be the last shot of the game.
Final stone of the 7th. Looking to make the double. Score a boatload. Makes a hit, and he's going to leave one there. It's a steal of 1 for Yamaguchi. It'll be Team McDonald and Gauthier with the hammer in 8 when we come back.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. TheRockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Welcome back to Martensville. It's the Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open here on Curling Stadium. We got a real barn burner here. It's tied up. Coming home. Team McDonald has the hammer. Throwing the Yellowstone, Jacques Gauthier at the helm. Dave Schmel, Sean Joyce here with you. Rachel Jakes on the production. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We got back just in time to see the tick shot. That's why it's so important in the no tick zone rule to make sure you get that guard onto the center line. So now they're going to have to try to steal this in with just one guard. Desperately need to get this one to the center line. This is a long ways out yet.
A long, long way to Tipperary.
And they're kind of scared to sweep for curl because you put it into the rings, it's not in a free any zone.
They did get it there. Good judge. So Gauthier coming in, I would expect Yamaguchi to throw another guard then, right?
Yeah, he could.
Like you said, it's tough to steal with one.
It's tough to steal with one. The bigger problem, and that guard's in a good position to throw the second one. The problem with throwing two when they're too close together is eventually they make the double peel. So if you throw a halfway guard, it's often tough to throw the second guard and get separation.
Trying to figure out that one's out. They stay still in. The high guard is coming. High guard. Got to work to get it over. Probably got it there.
Might have left a piece of the back one. I mean, if it'd be really tempting to just peel the tight one.
Well, Jack
gonna try to get them. Yeah,
he thinks he can get all three. One, two. Oh no, just grazes it.
Yeah. The only thing is, those two by themselves, neither one of them was ever going to hurt you. It's the one tighter the rings. If you've got a chance to move the tight one, I think you move the tight one.
Gives a chance for Team Yamaguchi to put a better one up. Say, even with that Affinity logo?
No, the height was fine, but they didn't get quite enough curl. Like you're trying to dead guard the tight guard. All these long guards can really protect as another tight guard. And same problem compounded by the fact that there's less distance between them now, so a shot at the double.
Yeah, only marginally further towards the center. So Yamamoto. He's going to watch this stone come down because that's not who threw it.
Yeah. Could have gone with, unable to get the guard exactly like. The other side of that, when you're trying to throw the long guard to protect a short guard, it's entirely possible they just took too much ice, because you have to realize that rock has, 15 feet less room to curl. Between the hog line and the top of the 12-foot, you're 15 feet. That guard was tight, so, okay, maybe 12 feet less room to curl. And so if you take the same ice, what you see is what we saw in the last two shots, where it gets the guard up, but it didn't curl far enough to cover. Now they're trying to throw a tight guard underneath it. Essentially, it's a corner guard. I mean, it's still protecting a little piece of the 4-foot, but that's the best they've got to work with now.
Just going to rip their own here.
Yeah, your choices here are basically this peel on your own, or you could run the red in on the angle. And the only reason you think about doing that, again, you might make it, but right now where the guards are, kind of the draw path to the button is gone on both sides. Now you peel that one, Yamaguchi's got no choice. He's just got to guard his own stone. And as long as you're playing that guard and the other one's still there, the draw path straight to the button is always blocked.
Trying to work this one over. Keep it moving. Chasing the shot rock.
Yeah, I don't love this. That rock's not dangerous, and the guard is now closer to the center line. Like you peel this out, he's drawing around, and he's automatically got a better rock in the rings than the one you're removing. Boy, and that's worse because that acts as a second. That's a staggered guard.
Right. So draw around.
I didn't
I'll
like
turn
that
side
call.
here now.
Yeah.
I'm with you, buddy.
I think you want to be deep, like back 8 foot, like where he's tapping. And the reason being is you'd love to tempt Jacques into playing a guard or a draw here. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to try to run the yellow back, but I'm not positive. And if he tries that and misses it, then you throw a second one around to the top of the 4 foot, and yeah. Yeah, I don't love that. He's going to draw if you do that.
So here comes Coach. He says, boys, I recommend you hide one and don't let the other guy hit it. That is all.
I'm with Karuizawa on this one. You come to the back 8 around that stagger, and then your plan is to come to the top corner of the 4 foot on your last one, regardless of what Gauthier does. Maybe he's playing the freeze, maybe he's playing the run, but you're still going to have the top corner of the 4 foot around the guard to be shot with your last one, and maybe you're sitting 2, but
So Karuizawa with his first here in the 8th. Is it too heavy?
well, he needs to be behind the tee line. The bigger issue is it had a ton of room coming by.
Now how far can they bury it? The weight does look good to your point. That's up back 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. So 1:40 left for Gauthier here. They're going to rip.
It doesn't want to chase, so he's going to play the peel. And Karuizawa is going to have to throw some kind of a draw with his last one, whether he's coming in or whether he's playing a straight guard. And his last 2 draws with presumably he's still throwing the 8 stone, have been well short. And I don't know whether it's in his mind. It's in mine, is that, maybe he's got 1 stone that's a little heavy.
So, yeah, right there, just underneath the stone that would be raisable.
You corner freeze the yellow's not bad either. Yeah.
They're both good.
Yeah, because if you ever come to the 4 foot and leave it fully open, then he's going to play the double. Like, we've seen enough out of Jacques. He's a great hitter. He'd love to hit. So you don't want to leave him the double here. You overlap these two, he's going to have to draw. And it's not a straight draw to the button. He's going to have to draw past the center line just because of where that corner guard is. It's there. It's there to be made. It's just not as comfortable a shot to call.
So Karuizawa with the final stone for his team here in the 8th.
He's not corner freezing. He kind of looks to be queuing up the double. This doesn't curl. Almost hard to miss. Wow. I couldn't believe he was going to draw. Somebody at the other end said, you got the whole thing plus, right?
They call their last time out. I was going to say, put me in, coach. I can miss it. Oh, there you go. He found the Lord there.
Doesn't need to stay here. They're tied. They've got that stone at the top of the 12-foot. So, you hit it on the nose, the double goes, but they're so thin overlapped that, even half a rock with the weight he's going to throw here, it's going to spin out easy. He does have that. Oh, this looks like the intern. I was going to say he's got that little bit of set on his out turn, but he's lining up this to throw the intern. So he must have a set on the intern too. Oh, that was a big set.
So Gauthier for the game. Final stone of the 8th. Needs to make the double to win.
He's got it.
He's got it. Yes, sir. That's a win for Gauthier and Team McDonald by a score of 7-5. And they will move to 2-2.
Yeah, and more importantly, they pick up all 3 points. That moves them to 6, and for now at least, keeps them in a situation where they're tied with teams that are still in the playoff hunt. So they have to stand by all day and watch everybody else finish off their games, because there's a lot of teams at 6 points, and we have to see where everybody ends up. But it gives them a chance, and that's all you could ask for. That's all you could do coming into this game. Try to give yourself a chance to sit back and watch curling all day, which is what we're going to do too.
That's right, and we'll be back with you at 1 p.m. Central Time. For right now, for Sean Joyce and Rachel Jakes, our producer, I'm Dave Schmel. Thanks for watching Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net